Good morning, gorgeous. How are you doing this morning? I hope you're doing wonderful. Welcome to my channel. I'm Dr. Michelle Daff. I'm so happy that you're here today for this video where we're going to talk about femininity and about you, my love, learning how to relax, how to take a break, how to take sabbaticals, how to take a breather, how to let your hair down and just pause. This is a hallmark of femininity, learning how to relax and when to say, I'm gonna give this a rest. So this is something that I really am excited to talk about because so many of us ladies really get caught up in the daily grind, in the routine. Some of us have more of a type A personality, and so we're kind of like always rigid and on the go, and it's very difficult for us to take breaks, difficult for us to break out of routines. But I think we can all relate that when the pandemic struck and we were all forced to quarantine, it really helped us to take a break from many different things. Not just like going to work and going to school, but the things that we thought we needed in our lives, we were forced to stop for a period of time. And that gave us a time to just breathe, try new things, relax. It helped our bank accounts, and it just allowed us the opportunity to see what we really need and what we just desire. So I hope that this video just opens up the room for you to have freedom in your choices and more decisions can be balanced on whether or not you need a break. This video is sponsored by Proven Skincare, but we'll talk a little bit about them later. For now, I want you to go ahead and sit back, relax, get something to drink, get something to write with, and let's talk about this. One of the areas that we need to consider as feminine women is the ability to relax, the ability to sit back, to lean back, to take a break from our daily routines. And some of this can be challenging because a lot of times we don't sit back and think about what we need unless we're in a dire situation. But a lot of times things with our bodies, things in our home, things with our finances do need a break. So the first area I want to talk about is taking a break for beauty, taking a break in the area of your beauty. Now, I'm always a proponent for you being a beautiful feminine woman and putting care into your outer appearance, in the way that you dress, in the way that you smell, and the way that you show up in the world. It's very important. But sometimes we do need to take a break. And we need to balance how we are spending our bodies. And what I mean by that is take a look at your nails. If you're someone who routinely goes and gets your nails done, taking a break in this area is important. Our bodies need time to reset, to rejuvenate. And when we're always doing something to them, we need to stop for a moment of time, let things heal, let things thrive. And our nails are one of those things. So whether you're the kind of woman who does her own nails at home, maybe you just polish them, or maybe you do press-on nails, or you go to the nail salon, it's important to give your nails a break from all of that. Your nails do not always have to be painted. Sometimes it's important to be able to see them and take a look and see, oh wow, it looks like I need a little bit more calcium, or I need a little bit more vitamins because my nails are looking a little brittle. You're not even having enough time to evaluate your hands because you're on the go, you're getting them painted, you're not paying attention, and you're not realizing that your body is telling you something. So I try to take a break, maybe every 3 months or so, and I just don't have polish on my nails. I just rock my natural nails for a little bit. And I also just like the idea of getting used to having my natural beauty in whatever capacity. It's important to embrace who you actually are and how you actually look, even though you have the ability to make enhancements on all parts of your life. And the nails are one of the areas that you can start in. And of course, all of these things really do help you to be able to just love yourself more and embrace who God made you to be. And in the same breath with the nails, this is also important with your hair, especially if you are an African-American woman, an African woman, your hair does require a certain amount of maintenance in order to thrive. You need moisture, you need protein, you need balance, and you need lots and lots of attention. However, sometimes we can give our hair too much attention. We can over moisturize our hair. We can over manipulate our hair, and that causes breakage and damage. And you end up creating problems for yourself that you did not need to have. So taking a break and saying that, you know, right now I've been in my hair a little bit too much, so I'm going to give myself a protective style. I'm going to do braids, I'm going to do twists, locks, I'm going to wear wigs, I'm going to wear weaves. Whatever you want to do is up to you. But giving your hair a break is so necessary. And these breaks are not where you are neglecting. You're actually paying more attention during these breaks, and you're figuring out what you need to do, how you can tweak things, or just allowing your hair to grow. I love to give myself protective styles because it helps me to be able to just have a little bit more time. Taking care of your hair can be very time consuming. And for me, I know the last year I spent like 9 months of just playing in my hair. And this year I said, you know what? It's time for a break. There is no condemnation in anything that you do for yourself. This is your own life and your own choices. So whatever you want to do is fine. Just give yourself a break. If you're coloring your hair too much, give yourself a break. If you're constantly trying to chop your hair off and then grow it out and you're just always in this state of having to manipulate it, give yourself a break. Maybe it's coming from something else in your life that's lacking and you're not realizing it because you're putting your time and your focus on your outer appearance, on your hair. And that gives you the mental space to be able to say, what's really going on? Why do I keep chopping my hair off? Is there something else in my life that needs to be fixed and filled? And allow yourself to be able to explore the truth. Now, we talked about nails, we talked about hair. Of course, we have to talk about makeup. Being a feminine woman, of course, wearing makeup is part of it. It's part of just exuding your already God-given beauty and just having that extra bit of radiance. But what's more important than having a beautifully decorated face is having beautiful skin underneath. And so not wearing makeup for bits of time, giving your face a break from so many products is so important in having natural beauty. Your skin is that base, that necessary base to be able to prime whatever it is you're going to do on top. And that leads me to our sponsor for today's video, Proven Skincare. Proven Skincare reached out to me to do a segment talking about their skincare products. And I love skincare, but I mean, there's just so much out there that I wasn't so interested until I found out that their skincare is personalized. And right now, just being a mom and being so busy, I don't have the same time that I used to have where I got to just like research products and look at like 10 different video reviews and just try all these different things out, because it's very expensive, a lot of trial and error, and just too time consuming for my lifestyle. So Proven Skincare is unique in a way where they personalize your skincare for your skin. So you don't have to do a lot of trial and error, and they personalize it for your neighborhood. They look at your location and they formulate the products based on the pollution in that area and based on like what you're experiencing in your area. So they start off by having you take a quiz so that they can personalize your skincare products for you. So you answer questions about your skin, what you're dealing with currently, and what you want your skin to look like. If you're dealing with hyperpigmentation or acne or too much sun exposure, whatever it is, they have products that target your skin's special needs. After pregnancy, my skin changed so much, and I started realizing that my skin was a lot more hydrated and plump. Like, it actually looked better to me, but I didn't have the products to target those needs. I had products that targeted the issues I had before. So when I received this, I was so excited. I was sent 3 products, a cleanser, a day moisturizer, and a night cream. And I was shocked at how beautiful these products worked. I wanted products that could really help my skin to look and stay plump and also protect me from the sun, because I go out on a whim, like to the park with my son or just taking him on walks, and I've noticed a huge increase with the amount of freckles and spots that I have on my face. And this is something I've talked about before, like with the moles and stuff I have on my face. I like to look natural and showcase my moles and my freckles, but they started multiplying like crazy recently. so I know I needed more sun protection. So I've been using the products for a month now, and I'll show you what my skin looks like today. But my absolute favorite product out of all of these products was the cleanser. The cleanser is so moisturizing, and I'm one of those people that really enjoys that first step with the cleanse. And with it being just so hydrating, smelling so good, and just being very gentle on my skin, it's like the perfect start to my day. I also really appreciated the day moisturizer because it does have the SPF in it, and even though you see a white cast, it does go away. And I love that it does not allow my skin to look oily, but I still look hydrated. When you get your skincare set, they also give you cards that have directions on the back on exactly how to use every product and the ingredients inside, so you know what's going on your skin and exactly how to use it for the best results. As you see here, this is what my skin looks like today. It just looks so much clearer, and it just feels a lot more hydrated and plump. And I haven't received any more freckles since using this skincare set, so I know that SPF is working. So if you want to create a personalized skincare set that really just focuses on your unique skincare needs, then you can try out Proven Skincare. You can click the link in my description box and use my code Dr. Daff and get your first personalized Proven system for $99 for a limited time. This represents a 50% discount off of their retail price. Thank you so much, Proven Skincare, for sponsoring this video for all of the beautiful ladies in my community. And what I have on my skin today is literally the makeup that I use every single day. I don't do a full face of makeup. I literally just do what you're seeing today. I specifically did my normal makeup routine so you could see, like, this is how I walk out of the house. I just do a little bit of like concealer, a little blush, a lip color, that's it. I just did my eyebrows for today's video. Usually I don't even do my eyebrows. I keep everything really simple, but I allow my skin to breathe. I allow my natural beauty to shine. It's not to say that you cannot wear makeup every single day, because you do whatever you want to do, but it is good for you to allow your skin to have a break. It's important that your skin is able to breathe. And if you're someone who's used to getting things like peels and fillers and lots of like manipulation using high-grade machinery or using chemicals, then it also, yes, is important for you to have your skin breathe. Sometimes people do so much with their face that they end up getting like mistakes happening to them. Their skin ends up having crazy reactions, or their skin has been manipulated so much that it's like burning them, or their injections have gone wrong. I mean, people usually end up having issues. So they end up saying, oh no, I think I need a break from this for a while. And that's very normal. But you don't have to wait until something happens for you to say, I'm gonna go ahead and take a break from these fillers because my skin needs it, my face needs it. You don't need it. So just consider doing that for yourself and you will stay healthier. It's also important for you to consider taking breaks from things like working out. Some of you ladies are really doing a great job because you're on top of your fitness, you care about your physique, you care about your nutrition and your health, and that is fabulous. But some of you are a little bit too hard on yourselves and you don't give yourself any room for a break. You don't take a rest day. A rest day is necessary. That is why God gave us the Sabbath. God literally put one day in the week where He commanded us to rest. It is a commandment. I know some of you think that the commandments from the Lord are only about stealing and killing and lying, but taking a break is also a commandment. For a reason. God knows, because He created our bodies. He knows what our bodies are meant to do. He knows what our minds are meant to do. He knows what we need. We all need breaks. So if you're working out a whole lot, if you can't take a break from working out, like you travel and you're like stressed because you don't know how you're going to fit your workouts in, take a break. It's okay. You can take a vacation and not work out during the vacation. It's okay. Give yourself room to just live and be human. And your body will also thank you for it, because your body does need breaks. Now, I'm not saying go out and eat 10 donuts, taking a break from your nutrition and taking a break from eating clean. Is it okay to have days where you just eat a little something special, a little something different? Of course. But if you know that you're the kind of person who cannot handle deviating because you're going to go on a spiral, then of course consider maybe not doing that. But you can still take breaks in other ways. And I think it's very important to look at your life and analyze, what areas am I too rigid in? What areas do I need to relax a little bit in? What areas do people say that I don't compromise in? And it doesn't need to be that strict. Doing this really does help yourself. And you do feel a weight lifted off of you when you put unnecessary constraints and demands on yourself and on your body. Now let's talk about taking a feminine break when it comes to work. Because obviously the work world, the corporate world, the fast-paced world is where most of us have to be. We have to work a job, we have to get things done, we have to grind and all of that. And if you must, then you must. But even in those spaces, there is room for you to take a break. Literally, sometimes you need to say, I need to take a break, or you need to take your lunch break or your coffee break. But taking a break is necessary. Some of you ladies work jobs where during your lunch break, you're still working, especially if you work a career where you don't really have a set lunch. You just have to take it when you take it. Some of you don't take it. You're working, you're eating. You're not actually saying, this is my lunch break and I'm going to stop working and I'm going to eat. The work will get done. It has to get done. If not by you, they'll figure it out. They will figure it out. But your body, your mind, and your life is more important. And you have to get yourself in a routine of putting yourself first in those ways. Because really, you doing that is not you stealing and it's not you slacking off. It's you taking what is given to you. Those breaks and those times where you're asked to rest are part of the contract for a reason. They have to put those things in there because they're necessary. So don't feel like you're doing something wrong when you take a break. Take days off when you need to. Take vacation time. Some people have racked their vacation time and they brag about it like, I've never taken a day off of work in 7 years. Well, why not? Have you not been sick in 7 years? I mean, that's great if you haven't. I don't want you to be sick. But has there not been anything that's happened in 7 years where you could have taken a break? Or do you just want that title, that accolade? It's fine if it's fine, but the people that I've seen that have had these accolades of never missing work, never taking a vacation, they are very stressed. They look very stressed. They won't allow themselves to. And sometimes they miss out on important things like their children's recitals or doctor's appointments that could have been a little bit more convenient for them because they just could not miss work. And they missed out on taking care of their health and things that are very important. I think it's also nice when it comes to work, taking a day off when it's your birthday. How many of you work on your birthdays? Those are like the worst days for me when I worked on my birthday, because on my birthday, I'm excited, I'm happy, I'm in a different place, my phone is going off, people are texting and calling me, and mentally, I'm not there anyway. I'm thinking about how I'm gonna celebrate or I'm focusing on something else. So why am I at work? I started telling myself, listen, I'm taking my birthdays off. It's my birthday. I am taking it off. And I realized that it became like a pattern. I started seeing more people taking their birthdays off. And it was a great thing. Most people really regret when they work on their birthdays. So take your birthday off. It's a special day. It's the most special day. Take it off and enjoy it. Another area to give yourself a feminine break in is your wallet, your bank account. Give yourself a break from spending. And this is something that's kind of tied to a lot of these other areas. Like if you're not constantly getting your nails done and your hair done and your fillers and your this and your that, you will have a little bit more money in your bank account. And some of you could really use a little bit more money in your bank account. I know I can. And taking a break allows you to be able to have that. Now, sometimes you realize this because you get to a point in life where you cannot afford these extra luxuries. And so you realize, okay, this really is a luxury. It's not a necessity. But there are times where you can also be more conscious and just say that I'm going to take a break from this particular service for a while. Maybe I don't need to be subscribed to Netflix and Hulu and Showtime and this and this and this and this. Maybe I can take a break from some of these things that I'm not really watching or using. And that helps you to be able to have more money for other things that you need and just be more mindful of where your money is actually going. if you're eating out every single day, or maybe it's not every day, but when you look at your bank account, you realize, whoa, why are all my purchases Postmates? Why are all my purchases food? I'm spending my whole paycheck on eating. Oh no, like you need to sometimes evaluate where your money is actually going. Some people do things like going on no buys where they say for 1 year, I'm not going to buy anything I don't need. And they have like different categories. I think going on a no buy can sometimes be a little bit too restrictive. But for some of us, I think it's necessary. I think when you do things like say you're not going to buy something specific, you really see how much pressure, how you get sucked into things, how it's very difficult to say no. It just helps to have more self-control when you learn how to say, I don't need this, and taking a break from purchasing it. So I don't know about your life, but there probably is something specific that you can say, I'm going to go ahead and just pause this for a while. I'm going to go ahead and wash my own clothes and not take it to get laundered. Or I'm going to go ahead and purchase 1 cent for the season and not 4 cents for the season. Whatever it is that you do in excess or whatever it is that you do that's not necessary, just taking a break from those things for a little bit for your wallet. And it really does help you to also just appreciate things a little bit more, because when you just take whatever your eyes see and whatever you want, you just give into every single desire, you start to lose that sensitivity for really appreciating things. Everything just becomes at your disposal, and you end up living a life where so much more is coming out than going in. And it's also a beautiful habit to encourage other people to take breaks. That's one of the most feminine things that you can do, is really care about other people and be compassionate and loving to other people. And when you see that they're really stressed out, when you have people in your life who are burnt out, or people who are just so rigid and uptight and just so tightly wound, to be able to offer them to take a break and say, you know, you have been really stressed lately. I don't mind watching your kids this weekend if you want to go to the spa. You know, or you can even just encourage them. Like I just encourage you about your birthday and say, isn't it your birthday next month? Are you going to go to work? Are you going to take it off? And they say, of course I'm going to go to work, girl. Well, why don't you take it off? Maybe you should consider that. You know, just encouraging them to also take breaks in whatever capacity, however, you know, suits your personality and your friendships or your family members, encouraging breaks. It's such a positive thing to do. And it really helps people who really didn't think about something to consider this gift to themselves. And lastly, knowing when to stop your break. This is for the people who actually struggle with excess. When you are doing something, sometimes you just get so happy and comfortable in it and you're like, yeah, this feels good. I'm never going to do my hair. And now your hair looks crazy. You don't want to take breaks too long for certain things. I mean, for some things that are not needed, go ahead and cut it out. But for certain things, the break is good, but know when you need to get back on it. If your nails are starting to look crazy and corroded and you're like biting them or they're just a mess, go ahead and get them done again. Like, get back on the horse. At some point with anything, you don't want to get to a point where you're being hedonistic. You don't want to get to the point where you're being irresponsible. You want to be able to say, I have taken a vacation, but I don't need to take a vacation every 6 weeks. I don't need to make up excuses not to be at work. Know when to get back on it. Know when is like push time, grind time, you know, just kind of going straight through, and know when it's time to slow down and ease up. That's all part of your maturity in being a woman and part of you being able to balance your life. But I hope that these things helped you to be able to consider areas in your life where you could use a break. Leave me a comment and let me know, what in your life do you think that you can take a break from? Or what are areas where you naturally practice taking breaks in to help yourself, help your body, help your wallet, help the people around you in life? I'm curious. Leave me a comment and let me know. Thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate you spending your time here with me today. Sorry about my nose. I don't know what's going on. I appreciate you being here with me today. I love you all so much. Make sure to listen to my podcast, The Dr. Daff Show, if you love conversations like this. And follow me on my Instagram pages at Dr. Michelle Daff and at The Dr. Daff Show. And until next time, my loves, remember that in all things you do, make a feminine impression. Bye-bye.